Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today we're doing a little repotting. I originally was going to do a different video. I was going to do ranking all of my alocasias, and then when I was looking at some of these, I was like, ugh, some of these need to be repotted in a desperate way. So we're going to do some repotting today. I got my soil mix here in a bigger bucket this time. It's the Fox Farm Ocean Forest. I finally remembered it. Fox Farm Ocean Forest mixed with some Miracle-Gro tropical plant mix and some extra perlite. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of perlite. I just don't understand it, I guess, and it throws me off when I add it to soil mixes. But I had some and I thought I would just add it in, I don't know. And it just looks really good. Like, there's something about mixing the soil up where you're just like, I don't know, you don't want to stop. It's just so nice. Like, repotting plants is so fun, isn't it? Anyway, we're gonna repot some plants, and I'm gonna check the community tab because I put like a thing on there for questions. I think there was like 1 or 2 questions asked. I'll answer those as well. And yeah, just gonna make a big old mess as usual. Okay, so first, I still can't figure out the best way to do repotting videos. I always feel like, I don't know, I never get the angle right. I'm always cut off, but then it's obviously the plant is the focus. I don't know. I'll figure it out in time. But the first one I'm going to repot is this. This is
Alocasia purple cloak.
Look at that new leaf. Ooh, I love it. I didn't used to like this plant. I bought 2 of them because it was new and exciting. I'd never seen it before, and then I hated it. The other one died. This one kind of just stayed doing not much for a long time, but suddenly it started growing and growing and growing, and I fell in love with it. I love it so, so much. But look at this soil. Look at this pot it's in. I hate the way it looks. The pot, yeah, I just don't like it, so we're gonna repot it. And then the other one I want to do, look at this bad boy. This is an Alocasia Maharani. This I've had for a long time. It used to have a lot more leaves, probably like 10 leaves. These are the only 2 that are left, 1 from each little stem. But the plant is doing fine. It's still growing, still going strong. But the pot definitely needs to be like, I need to switch this out. This was back when I thought that the answer to everything was mosquito bits. I don't get mosquito bits. They do nothing for me. They make the soil look so ugly, and they do not combat fungus gnats at all. They are really good though if you have standing water outside, like a rain barrel maybe that has an open lid, a pond, like anything where there's standing water. Throw some mosquito bits in there. They will take care of any mosquitoes that you have in the water. But it doesn't work for me for houseplants at all, but there's like some dried up ones there. I think I'm gonna do this one first actually because it's the ugliest. I didn't have a lot of pots, so I brought this one, I think, for this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to grab a mesh. Be right back. Where did I put them? Oh, here they are, right in front of my face. So I'm gonna put one of these in the bottom here on this pot. I didn't clean the pot out at all. I don't even remember what plant was in here. What the heck did I have in here? It doesn't matter, he did. Hopefully this pot is not cursed because I'm gonna put this in here. I'm so excited to repot these. Oh my God, they're gonna look so much better. And this pot I'm just gonna toss. Oh my gosh, it looks better already. Just by like taking all this junk off, all this crusty stuff on the top. I'm not gonna go out of my way to remove every little bit of the soil because I think like this looks fine. It was just like the top part that was so dry and crusty and ugly. And I'm hoping this plant will continue doing well. Are you supposed to take off all of this stuff on the sides? Like all this, I don't want to, no, I don't want to. I feel nervous. But I kind of want to take some of it off. Any corms? Any corms in here? I don't know. The roots look good though. This looks really good. I'm looking for corms as if I'm gonna, oh look, there's one right there. I was just gonna say, I'm looking for the corms as if I'm gonna do anything with them. Last time I did try, oh there's a bunch. Look at this. Oh my gosh, okay, now I'm excited. Hold on, let's keep digging. Let's keep digging. Ooh, there's 4. I was just gonna say I'm looking for them as if I'm gonna do anything with them. Last time I had some corms from an Alocasia that I always forget the name of. It's the Alocasia poly, but it's the big one. It's called something else. I had some from that. I grew them. They grew leaves and everything, but they never really acclimated to being in a regular humidity environment because I had them growing in a plastic bag, and they died. But ooh, look at that! Four Alocasia Maharanis. Oh, there's one that might be dead, but I'll save it anyway. I want to try to grow those. Okay, very excited now. So here's the plant we're working with. Nice fit. Okay, I'm going to take off a little bit more of the... Ooh, there's another one. Another one. I wasn't excited about them, and now that I'm finding them, I'm like, this is the best day of my life. All right, maybe that's a little better. Just a little better of a fit. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, some soil. I need to modify this setup a little bit too for when I repot. But I usually don't have this many plants to do either. Perfect. Now we'll just fill it on up. I keep wanting to do this. I keep wanting to go get like a Rubbermaid container and keep the soil mix mixed all the time. That way I don't always have to do it. Because that's kind of the thing that keeps me from repotting all the time, is having to mix up the soil. Not that it's that big of a deal, like you get a handful and you mix it up and that's it. But sometimes, you know, it's those little things. It's a minor inconvenience. I feel like there might be some air pockets or something in here. Let me just, I was gonna say something, but it's been censored for inappropriosity. I self-censored it. Ooh, yes, yes. Alocasia Maharani, 1,000 times better. Look at that. I swear, there is nothing better than repotting a plant that you once thought was garbage, because then it looks like royalty. Look at this. Oh my God, it looks amazing. Looks amazing. Cannot wait to put it back on that table. It looks so much better, so much better. Okay, so I'm on the community tab right now looking at the different things people were asking. One said, Grandma's plant tour. This has been on my list to do for so long, and every time I go over, I completely forget. So I'm sure she's gonna watch this video. Grandma, people wanna see a tour of your plant, so next time I'm there, I'm gonna film it, if you're okay with it. I don't think she'll wanna be in the video, but I would love to do a plant tour of hers. I'm gonna text her right after this too to see if she'd be interested, because I really wanna do that. She has some very beautiful plants. She doesn't have like a huge like house museum full of plants like some of us do, but she has some really good, beautiful plants that she like loves, loves, loves. So I do wanna do that for sure, if she's into it, of course. Plants you never talk about, that's definitely on the list, but for some reason in videos, I can't remember the plants I talked about unless I listed them in the description box, and a lot of the time I don't. There are definitely plants I never talk about that I could show, but it's hard for me to think of what they are because I guess I see them all the time every day, so I think I talk about them all the time, but I could definitely do that. Maybe I'll do that today. That sounds like a good idea. So this person did ask a few questions. Do you feel you compete with any plant YouTuber? No, because I don't know any of them. I don't feel like I gotta get a video out before they do, because the plants aren't necessarily like makeup. Like I have another channel where I talk about makeup, and with the makeup, sometimes it's like you want to get the video out as fast as you can reviewing the new thing because people are searching for it on YouTube. I can never keep up with that kind of stuff, so I don't do that, but I could see how that would drive a person crazy. But when it comes to plants, ooh, another corm. When it comes to plants, there's not like a brand dropping a new limited edition plant for the summer or something that you gotta review right away. So I don't really feel the competition, but if anything, I feel jealousy. I feel so jealous sometimes when I see people's like backgrounds or their setups and stuff. I'm like, oh, why can't I do that? Why can't I have a plant room like that? And one in particular that I always feel like oddly jealous of is Firefly in the Room. There's something about her setup and the way she has her plants displayed in her background that make me feel crazy, because I'm like, why don't I have that? But in reality, I don't want that. I just love the way that it looks in her videos. So I don't feel like I compete with them, but I would say definitely Ooh, look at that one. This is the purple cloak Alocasia. But I would say I'm definitely jealous of some of them, and they're like videos that do really, really good. And like Jacqueline's Jungle, how on earth does she put up a video every single day? How does she do it? And they're always good. They're always good quality. I don't know how she does it. And that kind of stuff, I'm like, why can't I do that? Like, I even tried to put up a video every single day this month, and I did it last year. I even had COVID, and I still was in here filming videos. I had the flu and COVID at the same time, and I still came in here and filmed videos. And this month I did miss a few days, and I just was like, don't beat yourself up about it. It's okay. You said you were gonna do 31 videos, and you only did 25. That's still a lot of videos to film for the month, you know? So I try not to beat myself up about it and not compare myself to everyone else, because we're all in our own lane doing our own thing. You know, you find your community and you find the people that want to watch you, and then just keep doing what you want, you know? So I don't feel like I compete, but I definitely feel jealousy at times. Anything you don't like about the plant community? I don't think so. I mean, I don't really know a lot about the plant community, to be honest. I only watch a few different people. But I guess one thing I don't like is okay, it's not even the plant community as in other YouTubers, it's sometimes the comments. Because sometimes people feel like this is their plant, and they'll get very mad about what I did to the plant that I own in my own house that I paid for. And it's weird. It's so weird that I'm like, I would never comment something like that on someone else's channel. Like, you're not supposed to do that. And there are plenty of things I do that I know I'm not supposed to do, like stuffing 2 ring of fires that were full of fungus gnats without changing the soil out, and I stuffed them into the same pot even though they didn't want to fit, and I did it anyway. Should I have done that? No. Were people upset about it? A little, but oh well, it happened. They were my plants, you know? So that's kind of the only thing I don't love, but it's not necessarily something that, it doesn't turn me off from wanting to do the videos, but at times it's kind of like, it's not that serious, you know? It's a plant. They're plants, and the plants do bring us a lot of joy and everything, and I understand why people care about them a lot, but like I got a comment once that was unhinged. This person, I'm sure it was on one of my like plants I'm throwing away videos or plants that died videos, and someone said that it was on one of my videos, that me throwing away the plant or letting it die or something was equivalent to throwing away an animal or a baby or something really stupid, like complete unhinged behavior. Like the comments I get about people saying, you shouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have done that, you're not supposed to do that, that's fine. Saying that a plant is equivalent to an animal or a human baby is unhinged, okay? It's not the same, it's not even close to being the same. And those kind of comments I find more funny than anything. I'm pretty sure I pinned the comment too because it made me laugh out loud. So that kind of stuff, you know, whatever. People are going to have their own opinions of your plants, whether you want them to or not. But that's fine. I welcome the comments. I get a lot of comments on the videos, which I really, really appreciate. And I feel bad sometimes because I can't answer every single one. I can, but at times it's overwhelming. Like putting up a video, how I have been this month so often, I can't get to every single comment, and I try to, but then I open up the comment section and I'm like, oh my God, there's 30 comments. And I mean, it's not like that's like a million comments, but it's a lot for me. And it's like almost an overwhelming amount. I think of it as like having a bunch of unopened text messages on your phone and everyone's waiting to hear from you. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even answer one. And then I sit down for like an hour and I try to get a whole bunch of them done, because I do like to respond to all of them. But some of them I know are from 2 weeks ago and I haven't responded and I feel really bad. But I try. So if you've left me a comment and I haven't responded, I guarantee I've read it and I probably loved it, but I'll respond in time. I'm sorry. I don't know how I got there from the things I don't like about the plant community, but we're here now. And I repotted the purple cloak. This looks a lot better. I think these plants are going to do really well just with new soil. You know what? I kind of want to tilt it a little bit. so it cannot lean so much. Let's stuff some soil underneath. Ooh, I like that. What another question they asked? Any questions or comments you find annoying from friends and family about your collection? You know, no one has ever made a comment or anything like that about anything. Mostly because I don't have a lot of visitors, but even though, you know, people in my family might watch the videos, I don't think anyone has said anything like bad or anything I didn't like. My grandma does comment on the plants that look really ugly. Like, I think on the video where I was like talking about plants I've given up on, she made a comment on that one. She's like, oh my God, what's wrong with those plants? Like, her plants are always pristine, and for some reason, like, some plants we just can't let go of no matter how ugly they are. But other than that, like, no one really says anything, and if they did, they don't live here, so what does it matter, you know? Oh my gosh, I love it. This looks amazing. Again, why didn't I do this sooner? And I was able, well, I don't know which ones they were now, but I found a couple of corms in there too. And if you're wondering what the heck are corms, they're these. They're these little like seed pods. They're not seed pods, but they're like a seed. And if you stick it in some moss, usually, put it in like a super humid environment, it'll start sprouting a little leaf, and you could kind of grow a new alocasia from them. I've had success doing that in the past, but not when it comes to like repotting it and helping it live as a plant. Doesn't always work for me. This looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. That leaf is gonna die. Should I just take it off? Nah, let it die on its own. And then the other question they asked is, do you want a children? And I'm wondering why you don't already think I have kids. Have I ever mentioned it before? I don't know. But no, I do not want children. I'm not interested in kids. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So we were doing like a get to know you type of thing at work on a conference call. We were talking about like a fun fact about ourselves, our family, how many years of service, things like that. And I had this weird reaction when people were talking about, oh, I've been with the company 10 years and I have a husband and I have 3 kids. Whenever they would say how many kids they had, my gut reaction was, oh, you have 3 kids? Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. But I don't want kids. They don't interest me at all. I don't have any maternal instincts. It doesn't even cross my mind. It's not a thing at all for me. So no, I don't want kids, not interested, and that's that. Just not for me. And I know people always say you'll get the instincts after you have a kid, but I don't even want to find out. I don't want to find out. Okay, so 2 done. These look beautiful. I have 1 more that I'm going to put in a self-watering pot. Let me move these 2 out of the way for now. Okay, this one, well, has a little watering globe in it. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of these. We got them from Amazon or something when we were going out of town, and they don't hold that much water. And for a plant like this, I have to fill this up all the freaking time, so it kind of sits in there empty all the time. But I also was just watering this one, so I'll reuse this water. But I'm gonna take this out. This one is the Alocasia Regal Shield. It's huge and beautiful, and I love it so much. But I want to put this one in a self-watering pot. It's fine in this one. It's just sitting in water right now. It's fine in here, but it dries out all the time. I feel like I have to water this one like, I don't know, every 3 or 4 days. It's dry as a bone. So I'm gonna put it in this self-watering pot. This is one of the ones I got from Temu. And I think it'll be like, it's a bigger home. I think it'll be better off in here. I don't remember how to do the string though. I think it goes this way. So it comes with a string that you put like this. And then as you keep the reservoir with water, the strings stay wet, and then that string stays wet, and it's supposed to keep the soil moist. And I have a peace lily in the other room in one of these, and I always forget to fill up the reservoir. I don't know. I mostly just think of this as like insurance for the water not spilling out everywhere when you overwater, like put too much water. Okay, somebody said they'd love to see the outdoor plants. I mean, I did do a garden tour just a couple videos ago, so hopefully that sufficed. And then, do you have any children? No, I do not have any kids, and I'm not interested. And then on that post, I put a picture of a cactus flower from my, what the heck's that cactus called? It's funny because it's one of my least favorite ones that I have, the domino cactus. And it flowers every year. And it's the most beautiful flower. It flowers at night. Like at night one day it was closed, the next day it was open in the morning, and then by the end of the day it was dead, so I'm glad I took a picture of it. And this person said, how often do you repot it? And I've actually never repotted it. I put it in the pot that it's in now. That's it, never touched it. And with cactus, I don't think you really need to repot all that often, unless you just want to like refresh the soil. I guess that's repotting, but not necessarily like up potting, I guess. I would like to see how you are propping plants that you have either pruned or rescued. I always have too many props going. So fun to see how others do it and how they get rid of them. This one I actually mentioned in the video where I put all my propagations into one pot. That's what I do. I tend to just, like if there were any cuttings that fell off of here or pieces that I broke off, I just put them all into one jar and then they all grow together and then I pot them all together. That's kind of how I deal with all of them. And then this person said, I would like to see a video where you take your 5 favorite successfully growing species, share your top 2 best practices or routines that 98% of the time ensures you have well-growing plants. You may be able to list more, but I really want you to hone in on your key points of success. That's a good idea. So I want to say some of my more successful are probably the Alocasias. I think the Alocasias, philodendron maybe. You know what? That's a good idea. I want to do that one. And then like hone in on my best practices and stuff that would keep the plants happy and no wonder I have to repot this all the time or water it all the time. Look at those freaking roots. This poor plant, no wonder it was drying out so much. Wow, wow, wow. And ooh, look at all these corms. I'm picking them off as if I'm like really gonna go out of my way to do anything with them. You know what? I'm gonna try though. Look at this! This is very cool. I'm so excited about this. Wow, oh my gosh, I should have done this one a long time ago. It's gonna be so happy in this pot. I'm not gonna go out of my way to untangle the roots. I feel like they're gonna be fine, but I am gonna take off some of this topsoil. Just for funsies, not because I have to really. Wow, tons and tons of corms. And I find that if you leave those corms in there, they grow anyway. Like the one I just repotted, the purple cloak, had a corm that grew a tiny leaf. So they'll continue to grow as they're in here, but if you want to make like a separate plant, I think that's the only way that you can. Because I don't think you can like put a stem in water and it'll grow at roots or anything. I think that's the only way you can propagate an alocasia is by corms. This plant is going to be so happy in here. I hope I brought enough soil. Should be enough. I might have to use some of the soil that's here on the table. Ooh, I think this is like the perfect amount of soil that I poured, or that I mixed up. And there's a string here. I gotta cut this off. Maybe I can untie it. It's not too tight. Because I think there was another leaf where I had like a stick in here or something. I'm so excited to repot this one. This looks so good. Like, look at that. And then you see those roots? This plant is going to be so happy it can finally spread its wings. And then the rest of this water that was in here, I'm just going to pour. Do I want to pour it? I don't know, because it's been sitting in that water for a couple days. I'll just leave it like that. All right, but that's our last one. Did I put that back crooked? It's fine. Okay, but that is it. Those are the repottings. Ooh, I'm so glad I finally did this one. I didn't realize how badly that one needed to be done. So this one, Purple Cloak, Maharani, they look better than ever. But now that these ones have a new makeover, all their friends are gonna get jealous and I'm gonna have to give them all makeovers. So probably stay tuned for another Alocasia repotting video and another like hunting for corms video, because I found a ton. We'll see if I do anything with them. But now I want to repot everything. I want to repot all those Alocasias because they all kind of look grody. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about Alocasia corms. How do you propagate them? How do you handle them? Do you even care? I don't know. But I'm going to try to do something with them because I feel like what a waste if I don't, you know? Anyway, that is it. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.